December 12th, a day of conquest, bloodshed and loss in the Middle Ages. From the sands of the Holy Land to the libraries of Andalusia, today marks two pivotal moments that shaped history. A city falls to the unstoppable force of the Crusades, and one of the greatest minds of the medieval world departs, leaving behind a legacy that would echo for centuries. Today, we witness the fall of Ma'arat al-Numan in 1098 AD during the First Crusade and the death of Maimonides in 1204 AD, a tale of bloodshed and brilliance forever written in the annals of history. It is the year 1098. The First Crusade, a brutal and fervent religious war, is in full force. Christian knights march through the lands of the Levant, determined to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim rule. Their journey is one of blood and fire, and today, December 12th, 1098, a pivotal moment will unfold. The city of Ma'arat al-Numan, located in present-day Syria, was an ancient and prosperous settlement. For centuries, it had been a center of trade and culture, but now it stood as a stronghold for the Seljuk Turks, a key player in the defense of the Islamic world against the Crusaders. The Crusaders, led by the determined and ruthless Raymond IV of Toulouse, had encircled the city. They had laid siege to Ma'arat al-Numan for weeks, their forces growing stronger with each passing day. The defenders, though brave, were stretched thin. Starvation, disease, and the looming threat of imminent defeat weighed heavily on them. On this day, the Crusaders finally breached the walls of the city. What followed was a scene of devastation. As the Crusaders poured into the streets, they unleashed a horrific massacre upon the citizens of Ma'arat al-Numan. According to some accounts, the streets ran red with blood, and the defenders fought to the last man, their hopes dashed by the sheer force of the Crusaders' assault. But the brutality didn't stop there. The Crusaders, already hardened by the violence of the campaign, committed atrocities. It is said that many of the captured citizens were slaughtered mercilessly, and some even claimed that cannibalism occurred as hunger took hold of both sides. Ma'arat al-Numan's fall was not just a victory in the military sense, but a symbol of the Crusades' merciless fervor. The bloodshed and violence of this event would leave a stain on the memory of the city and would remain a dark chapter in the story of the First Crusade. But on this day, December 12th, 1204 AD, another profound event happened, one of intellect and wisdom. As the world burns with war and conquest, the death of a single man sends ripples through the world of philosophy, medicine, and religion. The man is Moses ben Maimon, known to us as Maimonides. Born in Córdoba, Spain, he rose to prominence as one of the greatest Jewish scholars of the Middle Ages. His contributions to philosophy, medicine, and Jewish law would reverberate throughout history, influencing both the Jewish and broader intellectual worlds. Maimonides was not just a scholar, he was a polymath. In his life, he served as a physician to the Sultan of Egypt, wrote deeply influential works on Jewish law, and created a bridge between Jewish thought and the Greek philosophers like Aristotle. His most famous work, The Guide for the Perplexed, remains a cornerstone of Jewish philosophy to this day. But his greatest legacy lies in his ability to reconcile faith with reason. In a world often torn between dogma and intellect, Maimonides stood as a beacon of rational thought. He encouraged his fellow Jews and all people to seek knowledge, to understand the universe, and to always question the world around them. Yet his life was not without its struggles. Maimonides lived in tumultuous times, facing political unrest, religious persecution, and the constant challenges of living as a Jewish intellectual in the Muslim world. But through it all, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of knowledge and his commitment to the Jewish people. When Maimonides passed away on December 12th, 1204 AD, the world lost not just a great Jewish philosopher, but a man whose ideas would inspire generations of thinkers, both Jewish and non-Jewish. His legacy is a testament to the power of reason, the importance of education, and the enduring quest for truth in a world full of chaos. Though his body may have left this world, Maimonides' influence endures, quietly shaping the minds of those who seek to understand the world through the lens of reason and faith. Today, more than ever, his teachings continue to offer us guidance in times of uncertainty and conflict. As the Crusaders claimed victory on the battlefields of Ma'arat al-Numan, another kind of victory was won in the world of thought. The death of Maimonides reminds us that even in the darkest times, wisdom and knowledge can light the way forward. Two events. One day, the fall of Ma'arat al-Numan, a tale of bloodshed and conquest, and the death of Maimonides, a loss of intellectual brilliance. The Middle Ages were a time of great contrasts, where destruction and enlightenment often coexisted side by side. Join us again tomorrow as we uncover more moments that shaped the world as we know it. In the meantime, you are kindly invited to check and watch some of our other video about the Middle Ages.